Hello everybody. I haven't made a video in quite some time, and this one is quite unedited. I am in my natural state, no makeup, no nothing, and the reason for that is I got extremely inspired today about how the universe and our spiritual journey interlock with one another. And I like to start with a quote by Eckhart Tolle. He said, "You are the universe expressing itself as a human for a little while." And my interpretation of that is that we are here for a little while, and I do believe that we come here for many little whiles and for the sole purpose of evolving our eternal wisdom and soul. And I know, because I've experienced it, that the universe surely conspires because we are part of the universe and the universe is part of us. But the universe also stands alone, if you will. It is an energy that is extremely powerful. The only other energy that is as powerful is the energy of love. Now, if you think back to childhood, even as a baby, and moments that you can remember, and you stack them up as you go through the years of your life, and you, at least I am able to identify the certain steps within my spiritual journey / life. Each step prepares us for the next step. And it's synchronicities, a linear of synchronicities to prepare us. And once we are ready, the universe delivers. And I made some notes because this is also quite scientific. There's a fine line, as Einstein says, between science and spirituality, because in essence they are one. And I will put my glasses on because I'm a little blind. Because this universal laws are interrelated with our spiritual journey, it's important that we have an understanding of the universe's energy, because it does include us, and that energy moves, if you will, in a certain circular motion. And to add to that, everything in this world is comprised of energy, and we all are also connected to that. So we have the ocean and the trees and the air and fire and our animals, wildlife. It's all energy. Stones, healing stones, all of it comprised. And most important, our feelings, words, and actions are also energy. And what is most important as well is our thoughts, what we put out. There is a very important universal law, as we all know, is the universal law of attraction. So our thoughts, what we put out, we get back fullfold. And there are many universal laws that even I wasn't familiar with, and I did a little research and took some notes, and I really would like to share that with you because I do feel it's very helpful within our spiritual journey. And most of us are in the midst of this new age spiritual awakening, and it's so very exciting because the entire world can benefit from it. We can help one another using our light to enable others to discover their own light. So there is the law of divine oneness, and this helps us to understand that we do live in this world and that everything is connected, as I just described. There's also the law of vibration, and this states that everything in the universe moves, vibrates, and travels. And these principles of vibration apply to our thoughts and feelings and desires and the wills in the etheric world. There is also the law of correspondence. And this states the principles, laws, and physics that explain the physical world are comprised of energy, light, vibration, and motion. There's also the universal law of cause and effect. Nothing happens by chance, and every action in reaction has a consequence. And this is also one of the spiritual principles. We must take responsibility for our actions here or hereafter. So, positive actions, we get positive back. Negative actions, we get negative back. And we have to have personal responsibilities for each. Now, we also have the law of compensation. And this also is about cause and effect. It's blessings and abundance that are provided for us, and our deeds are given to us through gifts, money, friends, blessings, and love, all as a result of cause and effect. Now, there also is, and this is a little more scientific, I do believe, the law of relativity. And this law states that each person will receive a series of problems. And this is the purpose of strengthening our light within. And I love this one because we must consider all these tests and challenges and to understand that this does connect to our heart, and it is through living through our heart. I don't know why I keep saying art, because art is an expression of our heart, I guess. But this processing of the ebb and flow of life, whether it is positive energy or negative energy, allows us to strengthen the heart and light that is eternally within us. And then we have the universal law of polarity. Everything has an opposite, and I love talking about this one because it's yin and yang. Nothing is absolute in this world or universe except for energy, love, the universe. So the yin and yang, I could go on, I could have an entire blog on this. As you all know, yin and yang is opposites. So for instance, the symbol is, there's no lines to it because it's constantly moving. So we have the black and the white, light and dark, and a little piece of each. There's light within the dark and there's dark within the light, and it's constantly moving. It's constantly moving, and the key to staying within this without it's acceptance. And there's my dogs. Sorry about that. As I said, this video is unedited. I kind of like it that way. So, acceptance is the key to living through the eternal flow of polarity. And then we have the law of rhythm. The masters are the ones who control this within the universe. It's knowing how to rise above negative parts. And the masters and guides help guide us through this to get us to rise above, understand that anything bad that happens to us within this life is for the sole purpose of evolving and recognizing that there is light within the dark, and for every negative there is a positive within the lesson learned from the challenges and life moments that may bring us to our knees. It is to make us stronger. And the law of gender is kind of similar to the yin and yang. There's feminine and there's masculine, and we've all been each of those. And it also is important to recognize that we also have both of those genders within us, whether we are male or female. And there are many sub-laws as well, but basically there's two that I resonate with the most. And the natural laws, it's very important to understand that we must obey the universal law of nature. Even when I'm communicating with the spirit world, it's very difficult for them to come down. And I do know of instances where it's happened, but it's very taxing on them. And it only is usually done when there's a prophetic human and someone of free will or sickness tries to bring them back to home. And so they can be brought here to heal them. And the second part of that is ego versus heart. And we're never going to get rid of ego because that's part of the human experience. But we know that we can keep it in check. And the best way to do that is to live through our hearts and deliver as much love, compassion, and passion to our friends and family and those in need. Because no matter what, if we are living in the light at the moment, there's always somebody that is suffering in the darkness. And even though we all are of one, we also have our individual paths, our journeys in this lifetime. And it is important to stick together and help one another in a time of need. And with that, I'm going to close. Again, I apologize for the unedited version, but I think it's a little fun to keep it candid like this. And I am going to wish you a wonderful, blessed day. And think about how the universe is interlocked with our spiritual journey, and it should be recognized and respected. And I'm going to leave you for the rest of your day and just plant this seed. So this is Deb's psychic medium, and I wish you a wonderful, blessed day. Take care.